Poof!
Well,
We're live. We did it.
hey,
Hello, everyone. Drew, I had yours highlighted. Thank you, sir.
your contribution did kick the machine on.
It did. It powered up. It powered up. Thank you, Drew. And Blind Woo, thank you for becoming a member. You did it while waiting for a live stream to start. I had it start for 9:05 and it's 9:17. Henry, thank you, sir. Thank you. All of you guys. There you go. There you go. Thank you, everybody. But to Blind Woo, Wobbin, Cheeto, I saw Stevie, Joseph, Knife Nut, Pizza, Joe Isabella, Marco. I know Ronathan's here, Jesse, Bluminati.
Good morning. Good morning.
I want to make sure I'm not missing anyone. There's Ronathan.
Yo, what's going on
so far? Awesome. All right. How is everyone doing? It's a holiday, so we were able to. What's up, Paul? Stephen Wallace?
Ew.
We're able to do a Mental Health Monday live. I asked Sharif, and he said yes.
Yeah.
You're going to say something. Sorry.
No. I'm coffee brain.
Coffee brain. No work.
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds good, Blind Woo. Twisted the monkey's tail. Yes. Today is, depending on how you celebrate it, on the calendar, it's either Columbus Day or Indigenous Peoples Day. So however you celebrate it, today's that holiday.
I was wondering what holiday it was.
I work at a school, so we have all the days off. So I'm here, and it's a paid day off.
Nice. That's even
Kathleen and Dopey at work. Oh, hello, Dopey. Oh, how'd you do that? Do that again.
There, remember?
I wish I had that.
Well, let's see if it'll do it if I do.
Just zooming in on me. That's the opposite
This?
I want.
No. Maybe that? No, I don't know how to trigger the
there it goes.
Oh, there it goes.
Comes right out of your head. I have to work later too. Don't you work for the government? Demonok.
Yo.
Last day of vacation.
Nice.
Well, enjoy it. Yeah, Blue, that's what it says. Either Columbus Day or Indigenous Peoples Day. That's the days.
Very cool.
Just so you guys are aware, we did that Community Day. And we told everyone it would be different days. So it's not 17 days until then. Who knows when it's going to happen, if it happens. Aw. No, that's not what I said at all. Although technically that is kind of what I said. It's what... So our state does Columbus Day, but other states do Indigenous Peoples Day. So it's more like what your state celebrates.
That's why I don't hear about it anymore.
It's Thanksgiving up there. Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A little early, huh? Bobo Schnoggins and Remy and Rose.
Bobo, what up?
Oreo Dave. How you doing? Real quick, Mental Health Mondays are usually a little serious, but I just want to start with the fact that Dr. Drew Dude's here. He just dropped that one sentence on Friday. It carried on the entire stream.
Yes, it did.
Come to find out, he typed that and then went to bed. He just left it for us to deal with.
Oh, really? He didn't even
Yeah.
stick around?
No, he typed the worst sentence typed in the English language ever. And was like, well, time to hit the hay. He just pulled the pin on that grenade, dropped it, and walked out.
Drizzy, you're diabolical, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Freaking Jersey.
That is nuts. That is genuinely nuts, dude.
Freaking Drizzy.
Oh man.
Jay. Well, happy Thanksgiving. Jim Miller. Hello.
Yo, what up, Jim Miller?
Some dude.
Some dude.
Dog. I thought this said you were making brass hot dogs, and I was very interested, but it says dog tags, which is also cool.
I may be interested in those, Yako. Yeah.
It's showmanship.
Right?
It is.
Dang, man.
It is. Brian, how you doing, Brian?
Ooh.
But awesome, Yako. I would like to see those. I will not repeat that ever again.
You gotta go watch the live. If it's even still up.
I will say it. Is the remilk still cold?
Oh god. Oh god. Almost ruined milk for me like the whole weekend. I could barely drink coffee.
I weren't there. We'll get to mental health in a second. Stevie chugged a gallon of milk. He did it. He did it.
Unprompted.
Yeah. He was like, I challenge you to chug. Good night, Joe. See, even just saying that sentence made Joe leave.
Joe's like, I didn't tune in for this crap.
Stevie's here, so he made it. He pulled through.
Yeah. I mean, it was not a fun weekend for him, but I think it was more knocked him down energy-wise than anything else.
We did doubt you. I doubted you very much. I didn't think it was possible. You did it, though. Very proud of you, Stevie, in a rebuild kind of way.
Ryan Ellis, what up, dude? And what's going on, brother?
You know, that's how we'll start it. We'll start with Ryan. Looking at you, Ryan. I need to turn my fan on.
What's going on with your mental health, my dude?
Mikey.
Yo.
Shooting threatened our kids today, so we're worried. Oh,
jeez.
See? I wouldn't even send my kids to school.
Yeah. That's while we're waiting for
you did
Ryan to kind of get back to us. Dude, that's something like I was reading about some I know this doesn't matter to any of us in the chat, but it's part of a bigger picture, so stick with me.
Okay.
Like a lot of apparently like video game streamers and people like that, particularly the women, are like not going to stuff like TwitchCon, which are like big events, you know, for their industry, for their business, you know, because there's been like an increase in violence at the events, you know, from like stalkers or crazed people or whatever, right? And for what I'm trying to get to is like, I don't know, it feels like public spaces are more in threat these days, and like I'm kind of curious about how everybody is handling that. Like both, like, is it something that affects you mentally or not at all? You know, does having children change that dynamic? You know, I don't know. Curious about what people's thoughts are.
It's a good question.
Like, I can tell you for me, I am, whatchamacallit, I am making a point to get my CCW in California and all of that stuff, and make sure that I'm covered in as many situations as possible. You know, but that's not a catch-all. That's not an answer. You know what I mean? That's just like a band-aid to a bigger concern, you know? So anyways, just curious what people's thoughts are.
Sharif wants to start on the deep end.
It's just something that came up this morning in my reading.
Stevie, that was I liked seeing you walk out there yesterday.
Yeah, that was cool, man.
Stevie walked for Connor yesterday. Had a pretty good shot of the Seattle Tower behind him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was that's got to be a hard walk. But I'm proud of you, Stevie. You did it. There's probably a lot of good support there, walking and talking like you were doing. Patina Turner. I think all of ours is Bobo. All of ours.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. 34 months. Whew, you guys are crazy. But thank you. Well, that's good, Brian. But yeah, that is a screwed up thing to have to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was never like that when I was a kid.
Right. Although I remember that there, like when I was a kid, the things that we had to worry about were predatory drug dealers and like abductions, you know? I am convinced that I was targeted for abduction one time, actually. And in the suburbs, not even in like downtown Detroit, you know, like I was a little kid walking like free. No, I was probably in 5th grade and living in the suburbs, and I was just walking home, and I got like followed by a Jeep for like blocks and blocks, and then they tried to chase me down once I started running. Could have been some teenagers having fun trying to scare a kid. Don't know, because I got away.
Don't take no chances.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the gym. I was at the gym for an hour this morning.
Oh,
so everyone knows that I absolutely love you all, and if any of you guys ever need someone to talk to, I'm down and will always be between me and you. So I keep hitting this thing. I gotta find something better for this. But there you go. There's a good offer for people. And Ryan's a fun dude to talk to.
Ryan's awesome. Ryan's absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
And what up, Donnie? What up, Kathleen?
GMRS unit? What's a GMRS unit?
It's a radio.
Oh, like the...
Yeah, okay. Like a two-way radio.
Okay. It was a heavy day. Y'all did it, though, Stevie. Proud of you.
Heck yeah.
Shooter training at the school she works every year.
Yeah, man. That's crazy, dude. Like, why is that's so not something that we need to have to worry about? Right? Yeah, that was scary, dude.
Glad she's back home, though. But yeah.
Yeah, that was nuts.
There's Donnie. Hoi, Donnie. No rules till curfew.
Yeah, man.
That's kind of how it was when I was a kid too, but I live in a big city. But it was pretty safe. The only thing we worried about was kidnappings.
Hmm.
They would take kids down to Mexico.
Yeah.
Bad
And
thing.
maybe the creepy neighbor, you're like, they're maybe a little handsy. You want to keep away from that person, like that's about it. All we had to worry about.
What? That I'm the safest one here. Mo Patty, hello.
Hey.
I went out to see the new Demon Slayer movie a few weeks ago. That was the first time I actually thought about an exit plan for us.
Mm-hmm.
I always think about that stuff as well. Everywhere. I always sit in restaurants facing the door.
Mm-hmm.
In the theaters, I always look at those two exits in the back, or one in some of them.
Don't like having my backs to walls.
But I've always done that for some reason. I'm also weird, so.
No, I'm with you. I would have been like that too. I think it's, for whatever reason, it's like a larger scale trauma response that we don't have a reason, like a pinpoint reason for. You know what I mean? Like, because I've been like that too since I was a kid. Like, I would force my parents to sit in different places so that I could keep eye lines.
Scott, that's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Little GPS in the pockets. Although Eli doesn't get to carry his one around, but yeah.
What up, Crispy? How you doing, brother?
Is that from your days of running a little crew in Jersey, Yako? Gonna order some onion rings. Kevin C. How you doing, Crispy? The situational awareness worked for Stevie. He can tell the story again at some point when he was up in Alaska. Always be aware.
Mm-hmm.
Arshir, hello. And yeah, I do the same. I've always done that, even as a kid. But as a kid, I always envisioned I was like a nerd kid. But in my mind, I always knew the best black belt jujitsu stuff. And I was like, I got this.
I would dare anybody to say that they didn't do that and be honest about it. Because I don't believe it for a second. I think every kid was like, oh yeah, if stuff goes down, I'm gonna jump from the rafters and I'm gonna ninja kick him in the face,
Exactly. I'll just launch across 30 tables, kick him
right.
Roundhook kick the other 34 people. I got this. I've been training in my mind my whole life for this moment.
Dude, it's like me when I was a kid. My parents would be like, Sharif, put on the seatbelt. And I'd be like, no. They're like, well, what's going to happen if we break? You're going to fly forward. I'm like, no, I'm super fast. I'm going to catch myself. It's not going to happen. It's just not.
We're all superheroes when we're kids.
Yeah, exactly.
In your mind, you're kicking way above your head into people's faces, but in real life, you can barely get your foot off the ground.
Right. You're doing what is it,
I miss those days. Principal. Yes, I married the enemy. I walked in her office a while back and saw a bulletproof vest behind her desk, and it killed me. Oh man.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's nuts. Because here's the thing, right? The bulletproof vest itself is not a thing, but it's the fact that somebody in her position even needs to consider that. schools are supposed to be places of learning and safe territories. They're not, a range. Like, come on. They're not. They were always. See, that's what I don't get nowadays. Even criminals understand that that's like holy ground. You don't touch that. So these degenerates who are creating all of these problems, like what's wired in them that's so wrong that they don't even adhere to the rules that criminals will adhere to. Like that tells you like how far gone they are,
Something's definitely changed.
Yeah.
Yako, that's good. Aries. How you doing, Aries?
Hey.
Onion rings for the table. Robert Jones, hello. Derek. What's up, Derek?
Yo.
Carl should have known better. Patina, that'd be cool. If any of you guys ever have stories, always up for sharing. If you ever want to come up and share, you don't even have to show your face. You can't see me. I have a student that does that at school. You can't see me. John Mr. Upchurch. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's up, man?
I found a killer's victim. Oh, man. Yeah, kicked in when you were a kid. Mine's always been like that, so. But I didn't have any situations that I know of like that, but it's good. It's a good skill to have.
Yeah. It could also be like environmental. I think mine came from growing up in Detroit and just Detroit being like the most violent city at the time. So you just kind of get used to that kind of thinking.
Scott, whoever takes Iggy will not live long enough to be aware that they took Iggy.
Oh, I would not want to take Iggy.
That'd be like grabbing hands on the Tasmanian devil.
Yeah, like I hate to say this, Maddie. Iggy would fight harder than you, for sure. Yeah. She would bite, claw, poke, twist, like everything. Iggy is no victim.
Roman, how you doing, Roman?
Hey, what's going on, Roman? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good, Roman.
Yeah, how are you, man? I've been trying to reach out to you through like Teams and stuff, but I hope you're well. I hope you're safe, man.
The shallow howl of superheroes.
What up, Kyle?
Time in county of running the streets, addicted homeless, definitely instilled some situational awareness in me. 8 years clean today, though. Heck yeah!
Congrats, dude.
Yeah,
that's
awesome, Mikey. I'm glad you're no longer running in the streets. But heck yeah. Oreo. See, all of us kids, like even now, we're still like, I could easily take that guy. I just have to bust out these few karate moves and I got this. And like you also realize you woke up that morning, you're like, oh, my back hurts.
Right. I was literally just thinking that. I was like, sometimes I'll size people up and then I'll have that exact thought and like, oh man, I woke up and all of my joints cracked like a cucaracha on the way to the bathroom this morning. Like, I'm not doing anything, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, see, Fred, exactly, yeah. Can't even do a pull-up. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Rocky! How you doing, Rocky?
Hey, Rocky, what's up?
What's up, suckers? That's true. In prison, anyone who got arrested for doing anything to kids, they usually don't live very long. For example, that that famous singer dude, he just got some comeuppance himself.
And
I say that because I read the charges that guy did.
No bueno.
Raised by a single mother.
Nice.
And you're in Washington. Stevie's in Washington. You're probably 15 minutes away from Stevie right now and don't even know it.
Yep.
Bye, Drew. Have a good day, buddy. My daughter's age and my clean time go hand in hand. That's
Nice.
awesome. But happy birthday to your daughter.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Kids will change you, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, man.
As soon as you see their face or you hold them, things change.
It's funny because we were literally just talking about that yesterday with my friends, where we were saying, like, it's crazy as you get older, you go through that phase of, like, you may still be single and then your friends start, like, having kids, right? And I commented, yeah, that's crazy in and of itself. What's more crazy is when your degenerate partying best buddy is the one that transitions and has kids. Like, I have a buddy of mine, one of my best friends in the world, Brazilian guy, was a serial cheater the entire time I knew him. We partied literally for like 72 hours at a time, We had done so many crazy things together, and now he has a daughter. I think his daughter is like 7 years old at this point, right? He got separated from the woman that he had the daughter with, and now he's engaged and like got a job at like a fucking startup electric car company and all of this stuff. And it's like, what?
It's changed you.
It completely changed him. He's talking with me about investments and getting a house and moving to America and all of this stuff. And it's like, who are you?
Who is this man? Good for him, though.
Mm-hmm.
And Brian, thank you.
What's going on?
It's been so long since I've seen y'all. We haven't done a Mental Health Monday live in a while.
It's true.
Although Sharif did express interest in doing more episodes, not just live. So
yeah,
hopefully we'll start doing that again. But I gotta say, Brian, I saw those pictures you put in the Discord. Very proud of you, my friend. You've been kicking some butt.
Oh yeah, I'm not up to date. What am I out of the loop on?
In our, I forgot what I called it, but the losing weight subreddit. What is it? What did I call it? I forgot what it's called. But Brian posted like he's like a whole different man now.
Hell yeah, dude.
I won't share it unless he's cool with it, but I can't even find it. So what was it called?
Dude, awesome, Brian.
But yes, Brian, I am very proud of you. I don't know what it's called. I can't find it. It doesn't exist anymore.
Man.
What's your YouTube name? Randy? Shout out. Get Fit Crew. That's what it's called. I found it. Yeah. But Brian, very proud of you. My weight loss journey, I had plateaued at 320 for months. And then I did have a few cheat days in there, like eating a pizza. But now I'm headed towards the low teens finally.
Nice.
I'm gonna leave these 300s for a while, or in a while, forever. I don't know word. Letters and numbers very tiny, using the cricket to cut out, resist to etch maker's marks and such in the brass. That's awesome, Yako. I want to see that.
Yeah.
But if you ever make any brass hot dogs,
Hey, sure.
70 Wednesday. Happy future birthday.
Yes, happy future birthday, Jim.
Change my self-defense outlook. Yeah. So what are your plans? What are you gonna change?
Yeah.
Ant, how you doing, Ant? Howdy, mental cases.
How you doing, Ant?
They point at each other.
Yeah, that's the Spider-Man meme where they're all yeah.
Josephus, how you doing? Welcome.
Hey.
That's it. Show everyone. You sure? Okay. See you later, Mo Patty. It's true. I mean, Brian has been doing here, I'll show it. Look at that. He's like half the man he used to be.
Nice.
He didn't put the numbers, but look at him.
That's massively noticeable, dude. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Good for you, dude.
I'm proud of you, Brian. I'm so proud of you. In fact, let me give you those. Yeah, look at that.
Hell yeah, dude.
But it is funny, like, there's less and less to love about them, but in a good way. That would have been a good name. And you would, I need to tell Doom to put more pictures, but Doom went from like a big old beer belly to like a freaking model.
Yeah, dude. Doom went nuts.
He did. Discord lost weight. Sure. Awesome.
Heck yeah. Nice.
Is that 176 maple syrup pounds or American cheeseburger pounds?
Oh man, all about that maple syrup.
So far, I'm in the teens, so 57 pounds. No, wait, no, 53. 53 nice. Pounds, I think. It's way too early for math. Urban! How you doing, Urban?
Yo, what up, Urban?
I gained about 15 on my weight loss journey. That is very true in most cases. For me, when I was trying to do it on my own the first time, I was like, I'm eating everything healthy. I don't know what's going on. But I would eat like way more healthy than I was supposed to, like amounts. Like you're supposed to have like a serving of grapes, but I'd eat a whole bag of it. Grapes are like just pure sugar.
Yeah.
30 pounds.
Yeah.
Stress and pressure. I'm the prettiest diamond of all time. Ryan, you're pretty.
Keep it up, Ryan, man. I know it's tough, all that pressure, but you can manage it. You gotta get it off your shoulders.
I did the exact same thing. I lost 100 pounds once. And then I gained it all back during COVID times.
Mikey, that's something that I've been trying to combat even myself. I realized like a lot of my, like I don't eat a lot. If you look at how much I eat every day, it's not a lot. The problem is activity levels. When you work from home or you're stuck at home, it's rough. If you can get your activity levels up, even for like 10 minutes every hour, you know, or for 30 minutes every few hours, you know. It'll help. You'd be surprised how much that blood flow like actually really matters to like cognitive ability and all of that stuff. So
Yep.
yeah. You should be active between 2 and 4 hours a day, you know, or at least that's what they say for like standing desk.
Brian, I hope that's good. Good encouragement there.
Yeah. Man.
5:30 start. Pictured 475. Now you're 290.
That's massive, dude.
Dang, Brian,
that's incredible.
You're less than me now. That's it. I got to kick it in even higher gear.
Yeah, me too, man.
Brian, whew.
Like,
what's your goal weight?
Man,
Brian, heck yes. What's the math on that? That's too complicated for me. 530 to 290.
Oh, 530 to 290 is 240.
240?
Right? No, or yeah, 240. That's a whole fucking adult man.
Yeah. Brian, I don't know if I could be even more proud of you than I am right now. That's what's up.
Yeah, seriously. That's incredible, dude.
More caution, temper control. Yeah.
Mm.
Temper control is one of my biggest flaws. That and my big old belly.
I think that's a thing for men that we have to manage, because the temper is like a weird catch-all word, and I don't think it actually defines why we're reacting the way that we are. I don't know if that explains it at all, you know, but
Chat jumped on me.
Like,
go.
So with men in particular, men tend to express their concern in angry tones and with like intensity and speed and efficiency, and that's usually interpreted as yelling, you know, and getting angry with somebody. But we express fear, we express concern, we express sadness, we express a range of emotions through that like one funnel of output, you know. So I think the way to like tackle your temper, quote unquote, is to kind of like understand what is coming through the funnel at whatever point, right? So like, if let's say your kid is about to run in the street and like you yell at them to like not run in the street, and then you catch up with them, you grab them and you're like yelling at them to be like, you don't do that, da, 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 right? Like a way to like temper that temper is to like, yes, express that in the moment, but then immediately or like shortly after, once you catch that or understand where it's coming from, have like maybe another conversation with your kid to be like, hey, daddy was just intense because he was worried about your safety, right? Like, you're not a bad kid, you're just making bad decision at that moment that really scared daddy, right? And like, that's a way to manage that. And like, there's so many different ways you can do that, but that's just one example, you know.
It's actually a good strategy, Sharif.
Because I think the feeling that you're feeling in that moment is valid, and it's not wrong to express yourself that way, but you need to like, then for a child, for example, or for this particular example, they don't know how to process that intensity. So you also have to provide them with a context for that intensity. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it at least helps them put it into a place other than, oh, I'm a piece of crap. You know, I did something else that's wrong. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. But anyways, I started rambling.
That's what we're here for. You ramble away, Sharif. Fred said he's down 200, and I see it on the Discord.
Ooh, holy shit. Good for you, Fred.
He's a whole different man, too.
Nice.
Proud of you, Fred. Heck yeah. I'll share that, too, if you want. And then, you know, the hot dog diet, as jokey as it is, it fits in my diet, and it works. It works. It's quite delicious. I mean, long term, though, eating a ton of hot dogs is not good.
Yeah, that much sodium is not
in
good.
In the interim, it's okay. It's a good, like, okay, so when I eat all the hot dogs, it's usually just, that's what I'll eat that day, just that meal. But I've actually, surprisingly, cut back on eating hot dogs.
Really?
Only because the prices of them went up, and I just don't want to. I don't want to spend more than I have to on tubes of meat.
Fair.
They're exactly where I left them. You know, you guys who are losing weight, like Fred and Brian, like, how are you doing it? I'm just doing keto, and I've lost my weight without adding exercise so far, because I'll be 100% honest. I don't like to exercise, although it's very evident. But, like, I don't like to go to the gym. I used to, but I didn't like it. But I have, like, a stationary bike I would ride now. That's how I did it the first time. I would have my PlayStation VR set, and I would do that while riding a bike. I played Beat Saber. And you get a good workout doing that.
Do you remember the Wii Fit, Maddie?
Yes, but I never had a Wii, but I know people who had it.
I was going to say, you could probably find one at a pawn shop or like at a vintage game store for pretty cheap, because they weren't that popular. And if you wanted to do physical activity, but do like what you had with the Sony, you know, the Wii Fit's really good. I had a friend who lost like 150 pounds doing that along with diet. So,
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to do the VR again. I just found the controllers. I had lost them for like a year.
Nice.
But I found them, and they're all charged up.
Well, then you don't need the Wii then. I assumed you didn't have that, so that's why I was suggesting it.
No, I found the controllers in my room, of all places.
Heck yeah.
Kids in their luggage found them. No. DoorDash found me.
So, like, yeah, I'd say don't do the approach that I did. I'm down 60 pounds from when I started, but that was 2 years ago, and I rebounded a lot because I was doing the Ozempic, and I do not recommend it after my experiences.
Well, martial law. Did someone say reverse giveaway? Thank you, sir. Thank you. But I believe you did. How you doing, Marshall?
Hey, Rocky.
Marshall, one day he told Zach, I'm going to send a more to Matt, and then he actually did. That's where I got this one from.
Nice.
He was joking, but...
Very, very nice.
Good day. See, so at work, the first thing we do is I clock in, and then I do laps. I have a friend, we call him T-Bones, and he's he's a man who needs to lose weight. So we go on our track and we walk a bunch of laps. And then I found out, because I track it on my phone, I have a United Healthcare. And if you walk, it'll start, you'll get paid to walk too.
Oh.
So I started doing this like a month ago now. A month ago, and I've already made $62.
What is this where you get paid to walk?
It's United Healthcare. They have an app. Although some of that money I had to do a survey, but you can earn up to like $300 a year.
Interesting.
Or if you want, you can apply that money to get yourself an Apple Watch.
Oh, well, that's more than $300.
It tracks your steps and it has different tiers.
Okay.
Like the first tier is 15 minutes or 5,000 steps. And the more you do, the more tiers you'll get per day. And the amount you get per tier starts adding up.
So is this with health insurance? Is that who United is?
Yeah, health insurance.
Okay.
But you should, whoever has health insurance should see if your guys' does something like that.
We got a stupid system here in California. We definitely don't have stuff like that, unfortunately. Maybe Kaiser does, but if you're on HMO, you don't. Is it HMO or PPO? I can never remember.
I don't know.
But I think that's genius, right? Because like physical activity and mental health have a direct one-to-one correlation.
And you're rocking a standing desk?
Dude, I do too. What up, man? Fucking love it.
You standing in that chair right now? Oh, he's going. I like that you don't move your face at all. It goes up there pretty high. You totally do those, like, pretend you're in the elevator. Ding.
Right.
Okay, that's kind of awesome.
Oh yeah, I love it. And actually, I will stand for like half an hour, 45 minutes at a time.
Kelly,
you need to, otherwise, like, you fucking start trapping blood in your legs and you start swelling and shit. It's not a good thing to sit for too long.
I started sitting less and less and less.
Yeah.
A mini treadmill. That might be they're cheap on Amazon.
They're great, man. Just check the weight limit. I'm still too heavy for them, unfortunately, I have to admit. But if I could rock a mini treadmill under the standing desk, I'd do it in a minute. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you say no worries, so hopefully no worries. But I'm glad things are working now.
Yeah.
1,000 calories a day. You're on a restrictive diet. It's working though.
It is. That's incredible.
Now, don't worry, Kathleen. I'm not trying to lose a ton of weight. I want to get to 250. That was my goal weight the first time, and I liked it. I was able to run and play.
Mm-hmm.
Like here, I'll share this. This is what I was at 250, and I felt the best.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's at Lowell Observatory, one of my favorite places. No belly in this picture. Those were the good old days. Little Isaiah.
No.
During a big floody rainstorm we had. But see, I felt way better back then. Me as Beetlejuice. That costume will not even remotely come close to fitting right now. But it did back then. Oh, little Isaiah dancing. I mean, Eli. Whatever his name is. He was doing the Ghostbusters dance. But 250, that's where I want to be again. Can I share him, Fred, or no? Remember to DSKFS? Oh, we got that down pat. Thank you, Marshall. Thank you. Did the music get like super loud? There we
I
go.
don't know if it's super loud, but
Where did it jumped again. 200, 172, 177. Hey, you're still close. 12
yeah,
pounds?
that's awesome.
That's one big giant I won't say nothing. Go to the bath. Calm down, Da. Yep. I had to apologize to my kids this weekend for having a temper tantrum. I was getting something out of the garage, and the garage is a place that causes me great anger.
Mhm.
I had it cleaned out, and now it's so packed full of crap again that you can like not walk through it. And I can't find anything. So I kicked a box out of anger.
You know,
I stomped away.
I think it's also, you got to remember it's okay to be human, you know, like, especially around your kids. Like, I think there's a lot of pressure on you parents to kind of always be like a good example a lot of times. And, you know, it's like what I remember most throughout my life about my parents was their humanity. Like, their good times, their bad times, like who they were as full people. And I think if you bias on the side of like net positive, I think you're doing good. You know what I mean? Like, and I think a lot of you need to hear that. I think your kids don't need you to be perfect or ideal or even anything remotely close. Just be a human who loves them. You know, and I think that's a lot. I think that's most of it.
I agree with that. I grew up with my mom was always gone. Not her fault. She was in the Navy, so she was always cruising the other side of the world. But my dad was an angry bastard of a man. So I just grew up with anger. Now I have anger issues. Which is why I don't carry like a pew, pew, pew. I'd be a danger to everyone around me. So I just don't do it. Hot dog buns are delicious though.
Yeah.
Mikey, see, that's good. I try to do that too. I try to do that. Like this weekend though, I didn't. I was getting angry trying to move something, and I was like, man, in my mind, like I had this place clean. So I threw it, and I hit the garage door and made a loud noise, and then I kicked the box and I stomped out. And then what I do when I get angry, this is my thing, I bust out these, I have these Soundcore, I think they are, but they're noise canceling, and I'll just put on music.
Nice.
And I sit here just like this, exactly like this, until I stop feeling my own pulse. Because it's usually like, boom, boom, boom. And then I go downstairs and I said sorry to everyone. But yeah, that was this weekend.
I think that's actually an incredibly healthy way of dealing with it.
Works for me.
Yeah. No, I think that that's incredibly healthy, Maddie. Like, that's phenomenal. Like, I have a whatchamacallit, a friend of mine, like a female friend of mine, good girl, locally, and we kind of have a little, we're a little bit closer than friends, but um, she's borderline, and she has a lot of trauma responses, you know, and that's something even in conversationally, like we have issues sometimes where like I'll say a word that triggers her and she'll go full on seeing red and like get aggressive and all of this stuff. And I told her, I said, listen, like it's okay to feel those feelings because you're feeling that feeling for a reason in the moment, right? Um, However, like what Maddie is saying, like taking that moment to like then chill out and say, hey, was this a good response in the moment, an appropriate response or inappropriate response? And then like endeavoring to kind of improve your response after that, I think is the most adult, mature way to handle it, you know?
Yeah. Old me wouldn't have done that.
Mm-hmm.
I am so far behind getting that app on 22,000 steps a day. Whew.
Dang, dude. You got that real ADHD. I have ADD, so I don't have the hyperactivity component.
Marshall, isn't one of the companies building like a, you know, they have Meta glasses, but isn't another one doing glasses that are kind of like almost like a Rift, but you can see through them, but you see things on your glasses?
Ray-Ban's doing that with Meta.
But there's another company that's doing it where like you can see things right in front of you, kind of like the future.
Yeah, Ray-Ban. I know they are, but I don't know anybody else.
So they're the ones doing. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I get what you're saying. You're putting something down, and now I'm picking it up. I have been walking more. This is good. See, Fred, I'll let me show Fred's pictures because those were Fred also did very well. There he is.
Oh, wow, Fred. Yeah, that's a massive change. I wouldn't have even recognized you before.
He's a...
Like, the second picture, I mean, the second picture with clothes is how I know Fred. But that's fucking badass, Fred.
And that's his son.
Wow, good for you, Fred. That's fucking praiseworthy, my dude. That's incredible.
Fred's also a rock star.
Yeah, dude. That is some badass shit right there, Fred.
Proud of you guys. But I'm gonna speed read real quick because I need to catch up. New. I got it for cheap at like Spirit Halloween. As you walk around focusing on tightening your abs.
Yeah, work on that core strength.
I don't have abs. Well, I do. They're just heavily protected. I want to make sure I'm not skipping things. If I skip over an important comment, I apologize. I'm just trying to catch up. I'm trying to speed read. I didn't realize I got 13 minutes behind. Whew. Relaxing your shoulder. You know, one thing I've been doing is like I walk like a shrimp, usually.
Mm-hmm.
Back, trying to fix that.
Yeah.
So I walk with my head high, but then I appear even taller. I used to walk like this so I wouldn't stand out.
Oh, but that's horrible for your back.
Well, yeah. I wish I could go back in time and tell that to young me. Some do, but yeah, some don't.
Yeah, fair.
Have you seen my baseball? Hey, it works though. It works though.
Yeah.
It's like one of those locking covers over the thermostat. Oh, yeah. Nobody touches the thermostat.
Oh God, yeah. No, that's true shit, man. You need to have, like, in a multi-household, one designated AC person. You can't have everybody messing with the thing all day long. Your AC bill goes through the roof.
Heck yeah, Ant. Let us know how it goes.
Nice, Ant.
Augmented reality, that's the word. And Neil, I don't know what those are. Those sound expensive. What I like about these, though, is they were kind of cheap, but their sound, whatever, noise canceling, but there's a button, this button, and it turns off the noise canceling, so you can have conversations with people around you. I don't know if yours does that.
Yeah.
But that does come in handy sometimes. I don't know what sort of magic witchcraft is in these things now. Cool. The 4 Agreements. That sounds familiar. I might have read that. But share it. Put a link down, Mikey.
Yeah, oh, he did.
Oh, okay. I'm still catching up, so yeah, okay. I'm playing a game. When you're walking around. Nice quiet place. Yeah. Steve, you get to go to those cool creeks. I don't like to tell Stevie stories, but he's not here. But he said that he goes to creeks and there's a moment where like his thoughts stop and it's just the sound of nature. And that's how he knows he's reached his calm, I think he said.
That's
pretty cool.
That's actually a very interesting thing. I'd be curious how many people in the chat have internal monologues versus people who don't, right? And what I mean by that is, if you're not talking, do you have the sound of your own voice in your head where you're like pre-thinking what you're going to say, pre-planning what you're going to do next, maybe planning your day, any of that stuff? Or is your brain completely quiet at all times? I am the latter. My brain is quiet at all times. I have to initiate that dialogue.
I'm with Marshall. My brain never stops. Never, ever, ever. Never shuts up.
Interesting.
One of my diagnoses is ADHD, which is one reason I started drinking these delicious concoctions. Because these things actually mellow me out.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, my 2 boys got it. And Eli, if he has caffeine, it chills him out. But if Isaiah has caffeine, in his mind, the world comes to a stop. And he's like... He's like that scene from Over the Hedge where the squirrel drank the coffee and everything's just frozen, but he's zooming through. I do the same, Mikey. Wow. Yeah. Okay. See? A lot of people.
Yeah.
Sharif, you have one of those rare. Like most people have an internal monologue. Like, can you talk to yourself in your head?
Like, I have to force it, and it feels really dumb. Like, to me, right? Because you're forcing it. You're like, hey, Sharif, how are you doing today? Oh, I'm good, Sharif. You know, like, it feels like that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, when I'm not talking, my brain is just...
Not me. My brain's always going, which is why I have trouble talking sometimes, because I can't... Mouth hole doesn't go as fast as brain sludge.
It's interesting because I see what you're talking about when I'm trying to, let's say, like, type out like a paragraph, right? The stuff comes out of the void into my conscious thought very quickly, and I'm just trying to keep up with the typing, right? Or if I'm trying to explain things, they're kind of like coming out of the void directly to my mouth, which is why you'll see me say, "Oh, sorry, I'm rambling" a lot of times, because it's just like a waterfall. But the second I stop, again, it goes back to just being like almost terrifyingly quiet.
Must be nice.
I don't know. I don't know the other side of the fence, so I don't know.
Imagine being in a crowded small room where everyone's just talking constantly and they won't stop, and it's just an endless mumble of different, like, it's your voice, but just no one will shut the heck up.
Dude, I don't like it, but I feel like for me that would overwhelm me, but I've never had that.
It does.
But I think for you guys, your brains are kind of maybe a little bit more prepared for it because you've always had it,
Fair enough, Ant. Fair enough. Yako, same. I think this is a common problem too. Every single one of us in our little 4-person family here has this issue. Put on the TV. All right, here, you take the remote and find something. No, you take it. You find something. Someone puts on a show. I don't want that. Well, then you find something. No, you find something. Just not that one. Or that one.
Donnie, it is a little bit. That, I'll be honest, when I first moved into my own apartment the first time, and nobody was in the apartment other than me, no TV on, no music, the silence was deafening, and it was crushing. It made me feel very lonely very fast. Now it's actually very easy with like YouTube and music streaming services. Like I have like YouTube and stuff, like video services playing all day long. Literally from the moment I wake up, there's always some background noise.
The music helps me quiet down my own brain. But I mean, you guys hear the stupid crap I say. That's what's going on in my head.
See, that makes the dark stuff that comes out of my brain even more scary, because there's not even any pre-thought. That's like coming from like deep in the depths.
Rouge Reef. Yako, I think that's because that's a sense of familiarity.
Yeah.
Which is why, like, I have trouble deciding on shows, but usually it will always be a show I've watched 43 times, like The Office. You just go back to something that you're used to. I'm trying to figure something out. I'm glad you two could work that out.
Derek, I understand completely. I'm like, if I'm watching TV, sometimes I'll have a YouTube video like playing on my phone, or I'll be like writing, taking notes on something, researching something on the computer. I can't do one thing solely unless it's sketching or reading a book.
Yeah. Most of what we do is a distraction.
Yeah.
Your internal self is such a hemorrhoid.
Oh, Robin, we absolutely do. I like to think about it like the concept of homeostasis for like cellular organisms. Human beings, in a larger sense, repeat the behavior of cells in their kind of like search for homeostasis. We're always looking for this like comfortable balance of existence where we have like good persistent source of like input in terms of like food and sustenance and whatever, and then output in terms of like, you know, whatever masses we need to get rid of out of our systems. And once we get that, we kind of don't like to shake that boat. But actually, the only way to kind of grow and evolve is to always shake off homeostasis. It's actually like kind of like a death ring. It's bad for humans.
And Donnie, I think one reason people like live streams over podcasts, because I have trouble watching like old YouTube lives and stuff, is in a live stream, you can have a thought and then type it, and then someone will react to that thought. Whereas if you're just watching a podcast, you think something, and then that's the end of it. You just have a thought floating out in the wild.
Yeah.
But this way you get that feedback. And feedback is definitely a key in conversations or things you're interested in. Oreo, yes.
Ooh. What were you gonna say, Maddie?
I was gonna say I think Oreo was wanting to do this last year, and we didn't get to it.
So I'm super susceptible to this, actually. Seasonal affective disorder.
Hello, Aries.
We first discovered it when I was in high school, like freshman year. Basically, I'd be like decent with my grades all year round, and then the second winter would hit, my grades would take a noticeable hit, and I like depression would set in like during the winter times. And they have lights that you can get. And I used to have the lights set up on the floor, put my feet up and have it shine into the back of the knees, because like your skin is pretty thin there and you can get like a higher rate of vitamin D absorption. But it's real, and people lose their lives to it, and people don't talk about it actually. But
Oreo wanted to last year, and we didn't. So I mean, maybe he could be our first episode that we film.
Yeah,
if you're still up for it, Dave. Robin, yes. When I joined the knife community, I didn't know anybody. I just started filming different knives. I just wanted to show some of the things I liked as a hobby, and then I discovered like live streams and stuff, and it's definitely helped a lot of that interaction. I joined around COVID time, and of course we were all alone at that time. Katie worked at a place that she still had to go to work, and the boys, Isaiah he wasn't even really born yet. He was born in July of 2020. And Eli was doing homeschool type deal a little bit, which sucked. But yeah, the interaction is amazing. Donnie, and I'm with you there.
Interesting.
I wish the sun would go away.
I'm definitely Egyptian. I'm a sun worshiper, but I think that's a genetic thing. Like there are people who actually have like allergic reactions to sunlight. So it may be a genetic thing, you know?
It could be. I belong in like a place like Norway. But yes, Scott, be up. Take the time for yourself. Be up for yourself and others. I'm terrible at calling people, like as Kathleen knows, unfortunately. I'm good at texting though, usually. Although lately I haven't been. Actually, I take that back. I have been terrible at texting. I kind of stepped away a lot from Instagram, except for a few things. But I don't know. I just get in these weird, funky moods.
I'm with you, man. The last like month or so, I've been in a bit of a funky mood and like didn't want to talk to people online and didn't want to respond to a lot of text messages for some reason lately.
Yeah, I know you. I would message you and would hear nothing for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay. Sometimes a person just needs to take that break.
I think it's healthy. We get a little too used to instant gratification on social media, and taking a little bit of time to kind of recharge your social is important.
Josh, I didn't go. I don't think Sharif went. He's going to a different one.
I'm going to CCKS in Los Angeles. I didn't go to Blade West this year because last year was kind of but depending on who you talk to, I heard either this year was another like boring one, or I heard it was actually incredible. So, not sure.
I haven't heard anything about Blade Show. I don't know how it went.
Yeah, I've heard both, but more leaning to the incredible side.
Okay. Fred,
Yeah,
sorry I had to go through that.
that's rough, dude.
Yeah. But I'm glad you're here with us.
Yeah.
Greg, how you doing, Greg? What's up, Greg? Sharif engineers. Yes.
Dude, I had a dope idea, and I think somebody is either doing it or did it already. But I wanted to create a party train that started in New York and went all the way to Los Angeles, and each car would be a different like style of music that you could go and party to. But then the idea would be you would celebrate New Year's in New York and then hit New Year's in every consecutive like time zone. I don't know if we have a train fast enough for that, but imagine 4 New Year's parties in one night. That'd be awesome.
That'd be crazy. But the only train we have that goes cross country is Amtrak, and they don't go that fast.
Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think you may need a bullet train for that.
And we don't have that.
No, we definitely don't. But I think it's still a dope idea.
It would be cool.
Yeah.
Well, Robin, keep sticking around. You'll find the people always say, I don't know who the first to say it was, but you come for the knives and you stay for the people.
Yeah.
And now when I chat with Stevie or Sharif, sure, it's going to be knives sometimes, but half the time it's just goofing off or having all kinds of weird conversations.
Yeah.
I much prefer. Even our, like my live streams on Wednesdays have turned, they started talking about knives, but now it's like it's a hangout.
Yeah.
Because you can go watch a knife live stream any other day of the week, and it's fine. I like watching some of them, but other times it's just better to just chill with the homies.
Yeah.
And then you'll build a good support system. Like Scott N lives in Boston, but he sends funny things all the time. Usually gets me to laugh. And sorry, Shree, what were you gonna say?
No. And I was gonna say, man, like it's also one of those things. Like I was just talking to a friend of mine. She moved to Louisiana 5 years ago. She's about to move in like the end of next month, and she just made like a solid group of friends, you know, that like she's going to keep for a very long time. So the point of what I'm saying is that like you never know when you're going to find the right people. You just got to kind of keep putting yourself out there. And like took her 5 years, but now she found people that she's literally like, even though she's moving to California, she's going to still fly back to Louisiana to hang out with and be with and, you know, call for advice and stuff like that. So Your support system is right around the corner. You never know who you're going to meet that's going to be, you know, the homie for life kind of thing, you know? So.
And sometimes, especially here, it could be someone you've never met before.
Quite literally.
Like, yeah, Marshall, he sends me memes all the time, and they're usually pretty good. I've never met him. But it's just, it's fun. But, yes, appetizer pizza. I love it.
I especially love it.
Let's see. It keeps jumping on me. Oh, okay. Oh, Robin wants to know about appetizer pizza. I'll tell. So we were at Blade Show West last year. Sharif pulled the epic, like, fat man move, which I don't mean that as an insult. It was like
we should clarify a little bit of context. We were all at the Airbnb together, and we were trying to decide what to get for dinner, and nobody could come to consensus. Nobody knew exactly what they wanted to get. So go ahead, Maddie.
Sharif was like, while we figure out dinner, let's just order a couple of appetizer Detroit deep dish pizzas. And we were like, okay, so he did. He ordered deep dish Detroit style pizzas. And we were eating pizza, which is normally a dinner.
Yep.
We ate that while we figured out what was for dinner. And then we ordered dinner right after, which was Mediterranean food. Stuff.
And not only did we get the appetizer Detroit style deep dish, I was able to get them to cut it up, like each of the slices into 4, and we got hot honey with it. So we drizzled hot honey all over them, had little slices of Detroit style deep dish, and then we proceeded to get Greek food for dinner and had both.
It was amazing. like he said, none of us said no. He said that, and we're like, yes, that makes so much sense. Have dinner as an appetizer before dinner, and then we'll just get dinner.
Right?
I will say though that hot honey, whatever, that was some of the best stuff I ever had.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
But that was that's appetizer pizza. And Ant said it'll never be a thing, but I mean, it already is, my friend.
It is a thing.
It's a thing.
It was a thing the second I decided it was a thing, and I spoke it into existence.
I had that thought while we're thinking about dinner. Let's just order dinner as an appetizer. It makes so much sense. I'm sure, I know. That's why I said the most epic fat man stuff right there. And all of us were like, yes! Why did we think of this sooner? It was first and second, but it's appetizer. Deep dish Detroit pizza.
And it is a thing because I dare you to show me any place in the world where you can order pizza as an appetizer. It just doesn't exist. But we did it. We're pioneers. We're Neil Armstrong. Respect.
We are the Neil Armstrong of fat people. He went to the moon. We went to Detroit in Salt Lake City.
That was such a Detroit dinner, too, to have Detroit-style deep dish followed up with Greek food. Like, it was such a Detroit meal.
But you know what? Out of everything we ate, we even went to the churrascaria, I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
That pizza's the one we talk about the most.
Yep.
That was memories being made.
I just couldn't believe you could get Detroit style deep dish in Salt Lake City, but I can't get it in California that easy. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was amazing. But yes, that hot honey though, and it is a heavy pizza. It was. I was surprised. I never had Detroit style.
Oh, it's the best. It is the ultimate expression.
Order your pizza before lunch. Oh, I think Fred's in the. If you guys want to chat with Fred, he's in the Discord.
There you go.
I think he said he liked. What did he say? One of these lives over Zoom or Discord would be fantastic.
Yeah, we thought about that. We're trying to figure out the logistics. There was like talk of doing something like a call-in show, but trying to figure, we're not all the smartest, so we've been trying to figure out how to do the whole let one person have the floor at a time kind of thing,
Yes. We're the Da Vinci's of food, but not of technology.
No. Man.
It caused it.
Oh, man.
I think Donnie said he's going to get orange chicken. Yeah, that sounds good.
Nice.
See, pizza is just a perfect food, and as an appetizer, delicious.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, and Detroit style is so much better than Chicago deep dish. Like, I love Chicago style deep dish, but I've probably only had the tolerance to eat it maybe 4 times in my whole life, and I've spent a lot of time in Chicago. It's just overwhelming. It's a lot of food to eat. But Detroit
all the time.
It's true. It's true.
But Ron, I never had Detroit until then. We immediately went to food again. But what I liked about it is the edges get all crispy and crunchy, and the middle is soft and chewy. And then you put that hot honey. Ooh.
Ron, what city do you live in? I may be able to find a decent place nearby you, but there's also what was that? There's a service that's Stevie shared, like Gold something, and you could actually get Buddy's Pizza, which is like legit Detroit style pizza. You can get it shipped to you.
Gold
Belly. That's what it was. But yeah, you can get Buddies shipped to you, but it's not cheap. You're gonna be spending like $30 a pizza to get it shipped to you.
I was looking at cake, and it was $100.
Yeah, that's crazy for cake.
Eli's birthday is on Saturday.
Ooh, nice!
So I saw the cool spooky cake. I was like, "Oh, cool! $100 before shipping."
Oh, before shipping?
Before shipping.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, no.
Oh, that's cool, Robin. Oh, have a good day, Mikey.
Later, Mikey.
Glad we got to do a live again. I liked Mental Health Mondays.
Yeah, man. I know we're kind of like shifting over to food, but there is one little thing that I've been trying to.
Let's go back.
Yeah, like I can kind of talk about my own like little thing.
Palmer.
So like earlier, I mentioned that like I have a friend who's a little bit like more than just a homegirl. What up, Stevie?
Yo.
How you doing?
Doing all right.
That's good. That's good, man.
Been listening all morning. Just got done with some work.
Nice. I dig the hat.
I'm either going to jinx us or help us, but
Fingers crossed, man. But yeah, so I'm trying to figure out how to handle the situation with this chick because we have this flirty thing going. I have a history of attracting borderline girls. So there's like a playbook to kind of how to deal with them and how they react. Like if you've dated them before, there's kind of like repetitive patterns in behavior. Doesn't necessarily make it easier. Well, it does with experience, but it's like frustrating because we kind of agreed that we're not dating. We're not trying to get, I'm definitely not trying to get serious with her. And we're free to see whoever we want to see. But like Friday, I think I saw her with the guy she's dating now, even though we're still flirty. So it's like, this is a little frustrating. You know, we agreed to it, and I'm good on my word. I don't get attached, but it's like the competitive side is coming out of me. It's like I just want to win, you know, and I have that side of me, you know, where it's like, oh, he's not better than me. I don't care if he's better looking, taller than me. And I don't know. It's like not a healthy response, I feel.
I don't think so, because I don't know. She's that's a good way to say it. If you won, then that's all you get. You just won, and you're toying with all kinds of people's emotions.
Precisely. And I don't really want her, you know, like long term. You know what I mean? So like there's no actual point to fighting for something that I don't really want to invest in. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to divert that thought or that behavior.
yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
You've put yourself into a little bit of a pickle.
It's one of my own creation that if I just stop what I'm doing, I stop it. You know what I mean? It's only a pickle if I keep pursuing things. You know?
It's not a competition.
True.
And Salvo nailed it. He had good words.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are your options? Win or
have her emotionally committed to me and not really be invested or care or whatever, you know what I mean? Which is not a good thing. Or like I said, kind of chill out what I'm doing and like, you know, like I said, she's free to do what she's doing. I'm free to do what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And like,
you need to catch them out in public together and pocket check them.
There you go.
And make sure you got your Aurelia on you. And be like, oh, that's a cool knife. Yeah, I'm just carrying this one that I designed. You know,
yeah.
You gotta find a way to take them down a peg.
Yeah. Yeah.
This whole situation makes me think of The Office, amazing show.
Mm-hmm.
But Ryan, like,
what he starts doing the push-ups.
he sees Kelly dating like a doctor. He doesn't want Kelly, but he wants to win. Yeah. So he ends up getting on a horse in full Indian garb and kept saying things like, maybe I want to marry you one day. I don't know, but let's just see where it goes.
Right.
He kept saying stuff like that. trying to get them to break up so he could win, and then just and nobody would be happy.
See, the thing is, like,
Right.
I'm not as like cold and callous as it may seem. She has expressed to me, friends, etc., right, that she doesn't think that she is built for like a long-term committed thing. Like she had previously been married, divorced, said she was never going to marry again, doesn't want to be in like a committed sort of dynamic, right? And then she turns around and starts like dating somebody. So it's like, oh, okay, should I act on previous information that was like stated, or is the new information correct? Yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? I think the final behavior choice for me is to just do nothing. You know, like cease, don't pursue. You know what I mean? And she can come to me if she is interested. Otherwise, me putting effort or time or energy is going to be a net negative for me. Yeah. You know? But
maybe she's seeing other dudes to see if you're the one she wants to go chase. But if you don't want her, I mean...
No, and I've been very clear about that. I'm like, with people, I'm very... communicative, and we literally sat down on more than one occasion, had a clear conversation about the terms of our dynamic. You know what I mean? And I like that, especially as an adult, because you don't have that high school like will they, won't they, like unknown tension, right? Like everybody's on the same page, everybody knows what to expect, and there's like a social contract on some level in place, right? And like you can renegotiate that, but like at least everybody knows that they're on the same page, you know? Yeah. So yeah, like I think the mature thing for me is to do nothing, but I still got to say, like it's just like I feel like that blood boiling where I'm like, I want to kill the other like mating dude in the herd, you know, and be the top alpha, and that still very much exists within me.
Are you sure it's not a place from jealousy where you actually do want to date this chick and you just haven't come to terms?
Oh hell no. She would. Here's the thing, right? I'm very aware of myself in this context where like I can assess somebody very quickly to know if they're good for long-term prospects or they're good for a short time but a fun time, if you catch my drift, right? She is certainly the latter, and I know that, you know? Otherwise, I wouldn't have set those terms with her. If she was somebody that I thought that there was genuine long-term prospects with, my approach would have been completely different, you know? Like, I wouldn't have I definitely would not have said that like dating is kind of like out of the question, whereas I did that with her. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's definitely not jealousy. It's just more primal.
Sheree, you find your own Amish girl.
Yeah. I guess part of it is also, I will fully admit, part of it is out of a lack of options that have presented themselves locally. So it's like almost a little bit of a scarcity mentality, like, that's my food, you know what I mean? Like kind of like response. There's definitely part of that at play. But the reality is things are never that scarce. It's just like a gut reaction. You know what I mean? Yeah, Oreo, that's kind of what I do. Like I've been known for that in the past, where like I'll have a rotation, and but that was when I was in better shape and it was more doable.
Yeah, I reached reached a point in my life where I am happy to say I got 99 problems.
Yeah.
But female ain't one.
And that's also another part of the equation, Steve, right? When you get to a position where you don't have that to worry about, it makes life a lot easier too. Like, I enjoy singlehood. Like, I genuinely do, you know? I miss companionship at times, right? But like, I like being accountable to myself and myself only, you know?
People are only going to want to talk about milk forever now.
You brought this on yourself, though.
Yeah, I suppose so.
And then Drizzy poured it on with his sentence.
Oh, Drizzy. The best is going back and watching how Paul reacted. Paul was wheezing from laughing so hard.
Yes, he was.
He had to leave.
Yeah. He woke up the next day with a headache. No, the dating life, I enjoyed it. I went through that's a story for another time, but me and my missus have been together for 24 years with an asterisk. We took about an 18-month sabbatical, unknown sabbatical, about 10 years ago, where we split. We thought we were done and had completely separated. We ended up getting back together, but I entered the dating scene, and I was so eager to at the time, and then realized, yeah, I'm not. I had fun while it lasted, but I'm not into the dating scene. I'm a not a what's the right word? I enjoy my alone time.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
like you said, it got to the point where, though, I did like companionship, and but it was more about, like, I want someone to go grocery shopping with.
Right.
I want someone to, it's not about like the dating.
Yeah, like little shit like
was,
that.
I want someone to lounge on the couch with and not say a fucking word to for a couple hours, but just know that they're there,
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of the relationship I got with the missus now, and we've had our ups and downs, but we've accepted it for what it is, and best of times, the worst of times. But we're finally at a point where we can just tolerate each other now, and that's what I have realized. That's what I want in life, just someone that will tolerate me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, topic change real quick, if you're cool with that.
Always.
Would you like to talk about your walk yesterday?
Yeah. It was sponsored by the. Oh God, I forget the acronym. It was the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and they had their annual Out of the Darkness walk for raising suicide awareness prevention. Sorry if I shouldn't be saying that word.
It's part of an acronym, so I mean, whatever.
But some of you may or may not know, Stacy's cousin Connor. We lost Stacy's cousin Connor a little over 3 months ago. Took himself out, and it's something that our family has been struggling with for a long time. I mean, 3 months doesn't seem. It seems like it just happened, but it also seems like an eternity ago. And just there's so many questions surrounding it. But we all thought it would be a great thing to get out there and show support for one another, and also realizing that there are a lot of other families out there. I guess that's one of the things we didn't really intend on. We went down there for us, kind of as a healing for us to go out there and walk for Connor. And then while we were down there, though, there were so many people there, which is an awesome and really sad sad part of it, that there are so many people down there, that it does affect so many people. But it is it's part of the healing phase, being around other people that share in the pain. And I encourage people to, if it's something that you've been affected by, support groups can be what they are, and it's not necessarily a support group for us, but to have gotten out there and being able to, I don't know that everyone around you was there for the same reason. It was very healing. It takes it took a load off, and I know that Connor's dad, who has taken it especially hard, obviously. Seeing him out there talking to other fathers that he met of people for the same time, I think it was great for Dan. Yeah, it's just one of those things that you kind of live in your own little bubble, and it affects everybody differently, but it's something we've been dealing with as a kind of a close-knit family. And again, that's what we went down there for, was to support one another. But like I said, being around, I walked with a guy that lost his brother recently, yesterday. We didn't know each other, and just struck up random conversation. Didn't talk about that. Then we did towards the end of things, and just like, sorry, thoughts moving all over the place right now. It's kind of hard to compose a thought. But yeah, I didn't catch his name. I don't know where he's from, other than he recently lost his brother. And just getting to chat with him for the 15 minutes or so we were walking around. Again, just complete total stranger. He was down there by himself, didn't have family. It was just him and his brother. It was cool to see him getting to heal a little bit also. So it is something, like I said, if there is ever anything like that, it's difficult to deal with, even if you have a large family like we do. And there is something I found very therapeutic about just being able to talk to a complete stranger that you have something in common with. So I had you on my mind yesterday, big time, Crispy. I brought you up a couple times. So yeah, it was. It's weird to say it was a good time, but it was a good time. And I almost, because of stupid family politics, I almost didn't go. But luckily, calmer heads prevailed, and I ended up going anyway. So, yeah, it was. But it was a very heavy day, very heavy day, but a good day.
I'm glad you went.
Yeah.
No.
Zoe went down. It was good to get her out there. Yeah, Dawn, for sure. Yeah, and I mean, it's one of those things also that, you know, depression isn't always one of the factors of it, you know? I mean, maybe I'm sure it is, but then without getting into details, you know, it's hard to determine if someone is depressed when they have never shown any signs to anybody that is close to them. And then one day it just happens.
Yeah.
You know, with Connor, everybody that you talk to can say with a clear conscience they knew him as well as, you know, you think you know someone. And there was no signs to any of that. And then it just happened. You know, so, but depression can be fatal, man. That's why it's important to acknowledge shit and dealing with your own feelings, however they are, sucks. It really sucks, man, to have to look in the mirror and face that shit. But and it's easier said than done. And I'm not saying, you know, there's a right way or a wrong way or an easy way, but yeah, reaching out is just the start. That is all you can say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is why I started saying reach out to someone, because I grew up with like you keep your feelings to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And then some kids these days they keep them to themselves, and then they suffer on the inside, and you don't know their battles because they're good at hiding it. But it shouldn't have to be like that.
Yeah.
Crispy, he does bro checks on me every now and again. He'll just bro check.
Crispy's the best at that.
And you know, to that point, Crispy, also another thing I've been saying, echoing, I would say, for a while is that's also why showing a little compassion goes such a long way. I mean, you encounter pricks throughout the week, throughout the day to day. And sometimes people are just not very good people.
Mm-hmm.
But also realizing that we're all going through our own bullshit, and I'm not making excuses for people, but you know, someone does something, you know, douchey, you're in the grocery store line or whatever. Yeah, what a freaking dick that guy is. He's probably just dealing with some bullshit also. You know, it doesn't mean he is that. Look, again, sometimes you can tell when someone's just a prick, right?
Yeah.
But then there's some people that, I mean, you know, so it's easy to react and be like, well, F you, you know? But that's why, like, hey, man, you know. And again, I think that there's a time and a place to put someone in their place and call people out. Don't just allow people to act like an asshole just to be an asshole. But I guess what I'm trying to convey is, you know, just be nice. You know, it's that simple. You know, someone can be a prick. Is it that big of an inconvenience? I know it's quick to want to, again, snap and put someone else back in there. Trust me, I am that person. I have to try to be the person that I'm talking about, because it doesn't come naturally for me. But then again, just remember that especially nowadays, man, everybody's going through their own bullshit. And that's why I really do think that, again, showing a little bit of compassion goes such a long way, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And do reach outs, like Crispy's bro checks. I've been saying if a name just randomly pops in your head, like if I just thought of Crispy for some reason, it's probably best to message him at that moment. Maybe it's the universe telling you. Say something. Maybe he could use a kind word or something.
Yeah. Yeah, to back up what Stevie was saying, like it's not always obvious. Like before I moved to California, just hanging out with my Subaru club buddies, having a good time. It was like a week before I left, and everybody was making plans for the next few weeks, you know, all of this stuff. One of our buddies was at the center of it. Great dude, love him. Everybody, he was having beers with everybody, having a great time. And later that night, you know, he decided to end it, and no indication. We all spent the next week talking about it and trying to figure out, like, did we miss something? Did we miss a signal? There wasn't anything, you know. So sometimes just letting people know that there are people out there, you know, just, you know, is enough. I don't know.
Sometimes there are signs, though, that someone's about to do something like that. A common one is they often get super kind, super courteous, and they start handing out gifts because earthly possessions mean nothing to them anymore.
Yep.
And sometimes you'll see a person who is like, this stuff is mine, and all of a sudden they're like, here, just, you like it so much, take it. It's all yours, buddy. Go ahead.
Yep.
Sometimes that a little thing like that is just a sign. There's so many different kinds of signs, and then there's a lot of times that there isn't anything.
Yeah, and it's never the classical, like, deep dark, like, oh, you know, like classical Hollywood concept of depression. Most people who are depressed are really good at I'm speaking as somebody who fights with depression. Like, people who are depressed are very good at masking and showing to the world that everything is okay when internally they feel horrible. So it's not going to present like Hollywood, you know?
Right.
Crispy, I like this. I like that a lot.
Hell yeah. That should be on a t-shirt.
Never, Marshall. I like that you do that. I think it's cool. A huge Mora budget, though, but I think it's cool. And Robin, hopefully in the future, as near as possible, as people don't have to hide it. And they shouldn't hide it. I'm not saying anything bad on anyone who does. It's just sometimes how we're raised. I'm the same way. But hopefully, as time goes on, people see it's better to reach out, share, talk to someone. Sometimes medication. I have to do the med route sometimes because sometimes talking isn't enough, but it will help. It does help.
For what really helps me is trying to understand what's triggering it, you know? So like earlier in the live, I was saying, like, I've been kind of in a little bit of a funk lately. I know exactly what's triggering it, right? What's triggering it is this lull in time with my business, you know? I'm waiting for production. Production will probably kind of come through at the end of this month, middle of next month. I've had nothing to sell. I've had nothing to promote. I'm doing my day job, which is like kind of going through the motions right now. So there's nothing exciting or stimulating for me. And like, I've got movement for the future that's like in the works, but there's nothing for me to do additionally right now. So it's like, I felt like cocooning and going like introspective and like, you know, it's okay to feel that way, but it's also important to move that way.
Your microphone's messing up a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. What was the last thing you heard?
And Robin, yes, the majority of people are just worried about themselves. But if you find a good core group, share with those people. I mean, I wasn't saying like go to the street corner and pronounce "Hey world," but if you have a good core group, like for me, it's all you people. It definitely helps. Did you fix it, Sharif? Maroney,
What
hi.
was the last thing you heard?
Heard.
Okay, from before that, though.
You have to pretend like Maddie was paying attention first.
I was paying attention, but I can't remember what he said.
No, we were getting the gist of what you were talking about, though. With
Yeah, I figured.
you know, I guess that downtime that you got going on right now between projects, I guess.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is like it's okay to feel like a little down, a little depressed, but you can't let it run away from you. You know, so like I've been making a point of like going out to my car club events or trying to get out and socialize a little bit more, because that breaks that kind of cycle for me. You know, doing mental health Mondays helps to break that cycle. So if you recognize what's like, depression's not necessarily a bad thing, just feel it and then figure out how to move past it.
See through Oculus. What is a folk school? Go to their local folk school. What is that?
Yeah.
It sounds like a small town thing. A folk school. It might be a typo, though. I don't know.
Yeah,
And yeah, that's a good point. Some people don't know what to say. That's why the Steve Clairs in the world are like, I can sit there and just nod my head and say, that sucks, man. That was perfect. And sometimes that's all you need.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad we did this, Sharif.
There is also, though, kind of to Robin's point, there can be something a little deflating when maybe you do put yourself out there sometimes to someone and you just get nothing from it.
Yeah.
Which causes you to be like, well, there goes that, you know?
Yeah.
But
that's true.
You know, it's a journey, you know, and you just gotta, you know, keep at it, man.
Oh, dang, Maroney. A week?
Ooh.
Yeah. Oof.
That's actually illegal for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might be able to get some of your rent money back or something.
Yeah. Which is also easier said than done to get going, but that's actually illegal.
Later, Ant.
For an owner to do that to a tenant.
Oh, sure, yeah. That's why I like the Men in Black had a perfect sentence, and it sort of applies to this. But Agent K says, "People are dumb, panicky, and stupid, but the person is smart." So people don't care about your problems, but a person out there does.
Yeah.
You just gotta find those people or persons that will listen, will give you that ear. Like Crispy's been an ear for a lot of people, and he's doing bro checks. But people overall will probably do nothing. They got their own stuff going on.
Yeah, that's why. Sometimes you got to seek out those right people, man.
Yeah.
Again, whether it's a support group, church, you know, Yeah, it's rough. And there's no right or wrong answer, man.
I'll also throw out and say part of how you can attract those people is to try to be that kind of person yourself. Like I like to use the sentiment of like I like to eat crap and crap rainbows, right? So like in my own life, people can come to me with their crap and I'm going to crap out rainbows for them. I'm going to try to be that bright spot in their day, you know? And it doesn't matter who I interact with. Like if I'm seeing the same girl at the food counter every day, I'm going to try and remember her name. I'm going to say hi, invested like 30 seconds in a conversation just to say, hey, how you doing? Da, 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 da. Just to spread a little bit of positivity and joy. You know what I mean? And it costs you nothing. It really does. Gets you out of your head, and it makes their lives just a little bit better, like that 1% better. So then you attract that back into your life by putting that out there. So
I like that.
Yeah. That's what I said. Eat crap rainbows.
Kathleen, I hope things are going well. I mean, since you're worn out, but I mean, I hope things are going well, Kathleen.
Get yourself some Calgon and bonbons. Take your load off.
I haven't had a bonbon in forever. They're pretty good.
Do they still make those, or was that just an 80s thing?
Walmart's got them in the frozen food section.
They're basically just like bite-sized Klondike bars, right? Isn't that all they were? Like little... that's right. That's what they were.
Yeah.
But that was like the stereotypical 80s thing, like the housewife sitting around watching soap operas and eating bonbons. Are soap operas even a thing still?
They may be. I don't know. I mean, there's probably like a YouTube version of them now.
Maroni, I used to do that. But I would find chasing a knife purchase was the best part. And then as soon as it comes, I always open that box and was like, oh, cool. And then put it as, most of these down here are just one of those, like, oh, that was cool. Next. Oh, I'll be like the cartoon Crispy where I float. Follow the smell. Don't start nothing. Won't be nothing. But also, that was Agent J. K was Tommy Lee Jones. J was Will Smith. Wyvern, hello. I got like 6 more minutes on here because I got to work. I do my home health.
Oh, yeah.
That every day.
I'm glad you guys did this. Are you doing another one next week, or
no? Because I try to do these on holidays. I don't know when the next holiday is. But Sharif and I are talking about doing episodes again. It's like Oreo Dave wants to do a seasonal affective disorder. Urban Woodsman, he wanted to do something, he said.
Yeah, I mean, the lives are great because of the interaction, but...
Much love, Kathleen.
Yeah, much love, Kathleen.
Yeah, definitely different vibe. I heard you say earlier that that's what I also like the difference between a live stream and a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
A live stream is more like just an interactive podcast. As much as I like listening to, like I like the Knife Freak show with Jonathan McNeese and Chase Boatwright. But it's like, man, I'd like to be interacting with them also,
Mm-hmm.
And I listen to tons of podcasts, but that's why I like doing, a live stream more is being interactive.
Yeah.
I like them too.
even if 90% of it is just heckling.
Yeah.
Bring that
Oh,
on.
I like the heckling because it allows people to just cut loose and just be goofy and stupid for a little while and just have fun. Watch this guy chug milk and have someone call it re-milk and then just roll with it. But you know what? Everyone's problems have been forgotten about. Everyone's giggling. Steven's dry heaving. That's what it's all about. We look like fools, but dang it, it's fun as heck. That's why I like the live streams to not be. I mean, we'll talk about knives, but just be a person for a little while.
I think you'll always hear us say it's natural conversation.
It is.
We talk about knives. We talk about knives. If we talk about anything else, I mean, it'd be the same thing if we were just hanging out in person. You know.
Mm-hmm. Go chug milk.
Derek, I can't write immediately after this. I have to do something for my tax person because there's only 2 days left. But hit me up on Instagram and I'll try and get back to you
in the next couple months.
Yeah. No, I'll try and get back to you later today, but I gotta do my tax stuff because she's 3 hours ahead of me. So
we're farting. Also, real quick, Yako's next loot box pre-orders.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I read something
with some dope Demonock art.
Yeah,
I gotta check something. I read something.
Yeah.
Is this something you're allowed to show on a live stream?
Also, you only got 2 minutes.
This is the. Am I allowed to show the secret, Yako, or I haven't even checked? Let me find out.
It's windy. It's moving around.
Oh, that grass there, then. Heck yeah.
He said, yeah. Okay. So I haven't seen this. I read about it, but the loot boxes. This is Lungbone did this art.
Yeah.
But if you take the cover out, I'll reveal it this way.
Ooh.
There's secret stuff on the inside.
Nice.
Wow, good to know.
It's like cyberpunk stuff.
Yeah. I never would have done that.
Neither would I have, but someone, I think Lungbone himself said it, but I'm gonna read this later. But there's all kinds of secrets going on with this stuff.
Very cool.
But Lungbone on the inside, and if I'm not mistaken, this second loot box that website I think is Demonox art.
Yes.
Very cool.
But definitely go help a brother out. Yako's doing some cool stuff. You got to reward innovation and creativity.
Indeed, he is.
Yeah, and you get VHS boxes, but you get Hanks and stickers and stuff. Madwax. Baby Terry's new bolt butter.
Bolt butter.
Bolt butter.
I got some right here.
Oh yeah, you got some.
Yako, I don't. What's Yako put in the loot boxes? Ooh,
I think you'll have to. Man, you got to go, don't you?
Yeah.
We can spend a minute asking these questions. I do my homework at 12. I just wanted time to get a drink, but I got time.
I'm only asking because I just thought it would be kind of cool if you got like a VHS EDC kit. I don't know why, but I thought that would be pretty dope.
You'd fit this in your pocket? That's
no. But like, you get everything you need for EDC in there. Like maybe a small fixed blade, a Hank, I don't know, like other little accessories, and just sell it as a kit with like VHS as the packaging, and you could do some artwork and
that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
You get Hanks, but some of the boxes have a chance to come with a knife.
Oh.
I actually mine came with a bloom that Yako customized.
Nice.
So I mean, mine has that, but then you can add like whatever you wanted to it.
Yeah.
You keep it on your desk. I like that. That could be. Oh, open it the wrong way. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, it's already like a box, you know?
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Nice, Derek. Yeah, that's kind of like, kind of the vibe I was thinking.
Hello,
You know?
Clint. Yeah, I think that's cool. So I mean, there's all kinds of little Easter eggs and
Heck
stuff
yeah.
they got going on. Yeah, Maroney, call I don't even know who to call, but not your landlord. City.
Yeah,
However, whatever happens, I don't know.
call a lawyer, for God's
Yeah,
sake.
make them force your landlord to just get on it because you got
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, there's Department of something that you can contact.
Yes.
Health and Social Services.
Yeah, that would probably be it, actually.
And if
I
possible,
just Google your exact situation and say
Yeah.
help.
there's a Reddit dedicated to that. If you're into Reddit, I like Reddit, but it's a cesspool.
Yeah, renters' rights, for sure.
But everyone, I will cut it. I do have to work in a little bit, but I'm in your box, Chesto. My phone often turns Cheeto into Chesto as well. Local Board of Health. There you go, Maroney. Call those numbers. Start getting them to force his hand.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. You got kids and stuff. But everyone, thanks for sticking around. I like doing these the next holiday whenever we have one. Maybe we'll do it live again, but I would like to start doing some episodes. Your phone is a perv. Maybe it is. But yeah, and then reach out to someone. We've learned people are dumb, but the person is helpful and smart. And find your group. I think we have a pretty good group here. These two are like my group. If Sharif ever replies. But just have a good week. I'll be on Wednesday, of course. Stevie, hopefully Thursday. Today is Pocket Metal with Donnie and Knives Fast. And you guys know who's live. Just go to Scott's calendar.
Veterans Day is the next Monday holiday, November 11th.
All right, we'll do that one then. Maybe we can have a few military people come up, urban and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. But everyone, have an excellent week. Excellent week. And I'll see you in all the live chats, these guys. But everyone, I almost let that go. Everyone, have an excellent day.